Okay, so I got my new Wild Unknown tarot deck, so I just wanted to do a quick reading. I think I will do a big card. Excuse me, I'm not very well. I'll try not to cough so much. I'm also breathing in incense, just because I love to light incense when I'm doing a reading. But yeah, we'll just get into it. Let's just get into it. So I've got my Wild Unknown deck. I've got the Animal Spirit Oracles. We've got just a regular Rider weight deck, and then we have the Know Your Light Oracle deck. So I'll be using all three. I'm gonna set up a few short piles, which you can use the crystals here to choose from. I will get that prepared. I don't really know what I can cover that with. I'll cover it with leaves so it's not as distracting. I just have rose leaves everywhere, don't ask me why. Okay, so let's get into it. So I think I'll do the spirit animals first, because they're always a good starting point to see what spirit animal is going to be looking after you. We're just gonna do maybe a month, like it's the beginning of October, it's a full moon coming up as well next week, so just full moon energy. We'll just get some vibes for October. It's spooky Halloween month. There's lots of different things generally going on. It's time for manifesting. It's new moon rising in Aries, I believe. So it's very fiery. It's a very fiery month. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of energy. So we'll just get a general a read for this month. So I'm gonna start with, I felt like two. So two animals to begin with. We're gonna do two animals. So group number one is gonna be with the halite crystal. And we need two animals. So we're gonna go right there. So that's two. Halite. Group number two, they're just gonna be awful and fall off and just be terrible, but whatever. Oh, one just fell out. Okay, so group number two, that's definitely yours. And you can also have shuffle. You can also have this one. So that's group number two. I hope these are gonna fit. Maybe not. Maybe there's not enough space. I need to really think about my my space. But I just really, oh, two jumped out. Okay, you can have those two then. I maybe can move my candle. There we go. That's better. They all fit nicely now. Okay, so that's your groups. That's group 1, 2, and 3. So they're the spirit animal cards. Basically, what I would suggest is just taking 3 deep breaths, and you're more using your intuition. So you're picking the card based on what you are drawn to intuitively, not necessarily with your eyes. I appreciate like the crystals are different sizes, and that might be, you know, you might be drawn just to the halite because it's bigger. But literally, what I would do is close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, and then when you open your eyes, it's the first one that kind of draws you in. Sometimes I even like to run my fingers over the screen, which may sound crazy, but I run my fingers over the screen and I kind of get a reaction. Like I'm like, okay, yeah, that's the one. Like you are kind of already know that's the one, but when you run your fingers over the screen, you maybe get like something inside or like a physical reaction that makes you basically say, yeah, that's the one I'm going with. That's the one I'm going to choose. Okay, so hopefully you have done that now, and I will jump straight into the group. So I'm going to put these two aside, we're gonna go for group number 1. So first of all, group number 1, you leave your crystal there, your spirit animal. So you've got the coyote spirit. Oh, and the upside down antelope spirit. Okay, so when the spirit animals deck is upside down, it basically means it's not necessarily the reverse. It means that it's a protection. So you need protection in the kind of advice that is being given on the oracle. Excuse me. So basically this is saying that trust in divine detours. So the coyote spirits, it's very wily, it's very cunning, it's very adventurous, it's always on the move. They're not kind of slow animals, they're pack animals as well. So it can mean that that you're on a new adventure. I know tarot always sounds like you're on a new adventure. That is a hell of a lot of tarot. It's like, oh, a new adventure starting, oh, there's gonna be a new path, a new beginning. But you may be already on this adventure, but I think what basically this is saying is like the antelope spirit. So it says that life is speeding up. Now because it's in reverse, I will believe that to be more of a protection. So maybe life is speeding up a little bit too much for you right now. You're taking on too much, you're kind of on too much of an adventure, too much of a detour. You're getting away from your true self and what you feel comfortable with. You're literally kind of speeding away and going into a bit more of the unknown. And I think this card is basically just saying, just slow down, just think about things before you do them. Don't go rushing off, don't go making hasty decisions, don't, you know, run before you can walk kind of thing. If this is more of a journey that you're on in form of knowledge, then don't, you know, be jumping to the end conclusion, trying to be top of the class when you haven't even done the homework yet. You know, I think it's that vibe. Like, fair enough, you're on the right path and good for you, but let's not overdo things and stress yourself out and just try and get to the finish end before you've even, you know, warmed up, basically. That's what I would take that as. So next I will do right away, let's just get a few cards. This is for group number 1. So far we are on a detour, a divine detour, which always makes me think spiritual. I think there's a spiritual journey here, which I love when people have spiritual journeys because it's just so exciting. But yeah, it's just about being calm with it. So, bit of a rider for you. Okay, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go here. So we have got the 5 of Pentacles, Temperance, and the 7 of Wands. Okay. So that's interesting. So again, I do believe that this is definite spiritual journey. So I think that maybe in the past, you haven't felt like you really fit in. This to me is always a family card. Maybe you just didn't have the best relationship with your family, or it could be a group of friends. It could be, I'm not necessarily seeing this as romantic. I think it is more friends and family, or at least a group that you were involved with. So it could be a religious group, or maybe just at work or at school, but you never really felt accepted or kind of normal. That sounds a bit harsh, but you know what I mean, like just kind of like the outcast of the group. And then you kind of found spirituality, and all of a sudden you feel like life kind of have more meaning. You're just so excited about this new adventure that you've found the place where you really belong, and it's done a hell of a lot for settling your emotions. I think you either used to be, you know, super angry or super emotional, or just very hurt by the world, and as soon as you found this spiritual path, you've definitely felt more centered, felt more balanced, and just kind of calm. Now what with the life speeding up and the 7 of Wands, I believe that yes, you're on the right path, but there will be many obstacles, and the obstacles will be surrounding your spirituality, and maybe it is the group coming back to haunt you. Maybe there is people, you know, who are being judgmental about basically what you're doing with your life, or it could be within yourself. Like I said, you don't try to get to the end before you've really done the homework. It's all about studying. It's about getting the knowledge to get to where you want to be. So I definitely think for October, this is going to be a big month. A lot of people maybe find spirituality or look into the kind of more mystical life because of Halloween. So if that is the case with you, that is great, and I'm glad that you finally found something that you kind of feel accepted and you feel a part of. But you know, it's not going to happen overnight. This isn't going to be an instant change. It takes a lot of work, a lot of studying, a lot of you know, research and practice to really get to where you are. I definitely feel like you have spirituality like as gifts. Like you're not, you know, a complete novice. You would be able to take your hand to this quite easily, but just because a few things resonate with you early on, or you know, you get surprised by how easy some things are, doesn't mean that you're going to be able to master the skill right away. And it definitely is about just being patient with it and just enjoying it. Enjoy the journey. You know, you kind of found this place where you're happy, so why are you rushing it? Just enjoy every kind of second of it. That would be my advice. And yeah, in October, I think it's just time to reevaluate and just slow down and enjoy the journey rather than trying to fight everything. So we're gonna do excuse me. So we're gonna do the Wild Unknown. Okay, so you got the Nine of Wands, Two of Swords in reverse, and Judgment. I like that. Okay, so look, literally here, like, it's a stairway to spirituality. So I definitely believe that you're on a spiritual path, a spiritual journey, that maybe this is the beginning for you, but you're literally on the stairway. Now, it's not going to be as easy as that. You know, there are many obstacles to climb. These aren't, you know, smooth, easy stairs to get to where you want. These are raggedy, these are dangerous, these are painful. There can be many hiccups, many trips. So it's all about, okay, you are on the right path and you are going in the right direction, but just calm down, tread lightly, take your time. Don't, you know, you could fall literally halfway up right down to the bottom. You need to just be, I think, grateful. I'm getting grateful. You need to be grateful that you are on this path, that you have this gift, that you have this ability that other people don't, and that are, you know, is definitely going in the right area for you. You're moving in the right path. I think you found your calling. I think you're quite happy that you found your calling. But just let's not rush things. Let's not overdo things and, you know, just cause yourself harm. The fact that you've got Two of Swords in reverse, I think ties in, is that basically maybe you aren't protecting yourself enough. So when it comes to spirituality, there can be a few things that people dabble in that maybe aren't so wise, especially for a beginner. If you're looking more now into witchcraft or spells or things of the like, you know, it's not always, I just noticed my candle is gonna, like, it has burnt down to the end, but still looks kind of weird. I'm just gonna light another one because I always like to have a candle burning. So this is exactly what I'm saying, like protection. There's certain things, like it should really be a white candle, but you know, whatever. It's burnt out, so let's just have a blue one. Yeah, so it's about protecting yourself. So you might be on this journey and you might think that you kind of not know it all, but that you have enough information, when really there is probably forces and energies at play that could actually be, you know, somewhat harmful to you or lead you down the wrong path, which could ultimately be harmful for you. So I think it's just about protecting yourself, not leaving yourself so open and vulnerable. Also, when it comes to other people, you know, if you kind of go around, you know, shouting about how special you are and how I don't like want to be mean, that's not nice, but you know, if you're kind of boastful and unappreciative and just being kind of nasty to other people because you found this path and you're like, hey, see, you bully me and now look what I'm able to do. It's about not using it for the wrong reasons. I'm glad you found yourself, you found your spiritual path, but just be more, I think it's just about being more humble, being more protected, and just not letting your ego get the better of you without being incredibly rude to you. I'm sorry, harsh truths. But judgment, I mean, what else needs to be said about judgment? You've literally found your calling in this. I love the imagery of this because it's like the divine self. So they're coming from the darkness into the light. So whatever has gone on in the past, I appreciate that it might have been a rocky past with the Five of Pentacles there. It might have been quite a difficult past, should I say. But you've got to where you need to be spiritually. You are in the right place. You are on the right path. As long as you kind of follow this advice, like they're cute, that they match up. That's so pretty. And are ready for the obstacles, they match up. And basically there will be obstacles. You need to protect yourself and slow down. There's no rush, there's no hurry. You're on the right path. Your path might have been, you know, difficult, and I'm not discounting that you maybe had a hard time, but you've taken this detour, you've found your balance, and you're on the right road. And it's very exciting. It's all happening for you. You are absolutely where you need to be. Just slow down, protect yourself, and learn. It's all about learning for you. Just learn, please. So we'll do I'm gonna do a work your light now. I'm actually really excited about this because this deck is all about spirituality. My gosh, this is the most spiritual deck going. So if this can't give you some good advice, I don't know what will. So let's do a work your light oracle. This is for number 1. We're on a spiritual journey. We're overcoming obstacles. We're climbing those rickety ladders to get to where we want. We're protecting ourselves. We're slowing down. But ultimately, we're within the right balance. We're within the right group. And we're finding our light. We're definitely finding ourselves. We're finding our divine inner energy. So, work your light tarot. Talk to me. Oh my gosh, seed! Star seed, what lights you up? So, star seed. This is all about, so if you don't know anything about star seeds, I recommend you look them up because I really, unfortunately, do not have the time to completely explain star seeds. But it basically means that you're a spirit on earth with a purpose, and the purpose is to be a light healer, to bring your energy, to basically raise the kind of combined consciousness, the energy of the world, basically. So you are a light healer. You are very gifted and special spiritually, and you are here for a purpose. And the fact that you found that purpose is so perfect. You are on the right path. And look up star seeds, please. If you don't already know, just look them up because I think you will find so much that resonates with you, and it will really be quite an eye-opening experience. So I think this is kind of part of your journey. Like I said, you need to learn. So you've come here to watch this video. You've probably, you know, listened to me explain basically what you already know, but you're getting advice now on basically what to learn, what obstacles to overcome, what to go out and learn about. So starseeds, please look them up because I definitely think whoever is watching this, you are in the right place. You're definitely spiritual. You are light healers. You are divine energy from within, and you can make a difference. You can make a big change in this world. It's within you. It'll be easy for you, but you need to do the homework. Just look them up, okay? That's my advice. Please, just look them up. Okay, what else we got? So I'm gonna stop there. So dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Can you see that card? Yes. Okay, so that's beautiful. That's just a general advice card. I think definitely the fact that you need to slow down and learn, that would be a change of energy. Don't be so I keep getting the word like cocky, you know, like I think you had maybe quite a difficult past with kind of people putting you down and not believing in you and not thinking you're special, and maybe you didn't get the kind of attention, not in a bad way, not like attention seeking, but maybe you just genuinely didn't get that attention, that kind of support, and that like, what's the word, encouragement that you needed. So, you know, your whole life you just kind of either rebelled or just been kind of miserable. Maybe you're one of the kind of goth kids, but you found this path now. You found that you're on the right path. There is a reason why you didn't fit in, and that is definitely because you're not from around here. You're a starseed. So it's a beautiful thing that you found your energy and you found your spirituality. But I think you just also need to not take yourself so seriously and just enjoy yourself, enjoy this journey. There's no rush, there's no, you know, there's no, it's not about getting to the end line, you know what I mean? It's not about finishing the race, it's about taking the experiences throughout the ways. There is no end, you know, the end is why would you want to be at the end when you can just enjoy the journey for what it is? And why just walk through when you can dance through it? Like, literally just enjoy it. This is such a joyous change of pace, change of energy for you that, you know, just enjoy it. You should be proud of yourself. I'm going to do one more oracle. Oh my gosh, see? Okay, what was I saying? Protection. Call back your power, cut the cord, soul retrieval. So this is definitely about protection. So what you've been doing so far in your journey has been definitely the right path, like I said, but potentially unsafe. There's energies everywhere. There's different energies in this world, and they will pull you in different directions. And to be honest, if you are a starseed, that generally means that you're maybe more empathetic, you're more susceptible to negative people. You draw negative people to you because you want to help people, and you know, the kind of more damage the better because it's easier. I'm gonna move these leaves, they're doing my head in. But you know, you don't want to fix happy people, that doesn't make sense. So you kind of look for more well, you don't look for them, but you are definitely drawn to or attracted to more negative, I like to call them energy vampires, because they literally will just take all your empathy and all your kind giving nature and they will steal it from you to try and make themselves better. It won't work because that's just not the way that they are created. They are 9 times out of 10 they're you know, narcissistic, manipulative, toxic. And that's just the way some people are, and they have perfectly happy lives. You shouldn't feel bad for them. That is just their genetics, it's their DNA, it's the way they're made up. And no amount of love and martyrdom and self-sacrifice from you will change who they are. And I think that definitely is what these cards represent, is that you need to protect yourself. Stop giving into this relationship or friendship or whatever, like literally relationship, but not necessarily romantic, but the relationship within your lives that are kind of taking your energy, because you've found yourself. You know you're on the right path now. You're finding your inner energy, and you don't need someone taking it all from you just because they are selfish and they don't care about you. Like, there might be quips of, you know, like, oh my gosh, I can't think of words today. There might be quips of what you think is love, but it could just be manipulation at the end of the day. I'm not saying it is, you know, not all people are 100% evil, obviously. Some people just act that way for fun. But yeah, so anyway, I'm digressing. I'm thinking about personal things while I'm talking to you because this is bringing up a lot. But yeah, I definitely think it's all about protection. Just protect yourself. Just look after yourself. If you need to take a little bit of time out, you know, just don't throw yourself into this. Do some research. Overcome your obstacles. Don't rush. Slow down. But you're on the right path. These two cards are so spiritual. And basically, you're going from the dark into the light. You're leaving your darkness behind. And you're on the divine detour. You've started it. Enjoy it. Don't rush it. Look after yourself. I hope this makes some sense. I hope it resonates. Please leave me any feedback because I am new to this. And I just really appreciate anything at this point. But thank you so much for listening. Bye. Okay, so this is for group number 2. We got our crystal, so okay. I love starting with the animal cards because I think it's just great that you are being protected. You kind of have that spirit animal power looking after you. Now, the whale and the bat, okay, weird combination, granted. It's not like you see them together very often, but I love, literally love when any sea creature comes out. I once did a reading and we pretty much got every sea creature out, which I just genuinely believe to mean that whoever your spirit guides are who are looking after you, they are very water orientated. It's very emotionally orientated. So I think that when I get a spirit animal that is water, it's basically saying that you need to look after your emotions, or whoever is your guide or your spirit is emotional and is helping you emotionally. So that being said, you've got the whale. So the whale, it says trust the great mystery. So the whale obviously lives in the deep blue sea, a lot of which we don't know about. So I think that this is really explaining maybe a part of your life where you're confused. Maybe there's a lot going on, maybe there's a lot of answers that you don't have, maybe you're being kept in the dark or possibly even being lied to and you don't really understand why a lot of things are happening. I feel this is kind of relationshipy already. I'm getting relationship vibes just because this kind of level of emotion generally only seems to happen so strongly when there is love involved. People get, obviously heartbreak is one of the strongest emotions I believe that you can feel. So it can be about family. Obviously it's something very close to your heart and something quite emotional maybe is going on for you right now, and you're just a little bit conflicted and not really too sure what is going on or why it is happening. Now the bat spirit definitely is a reassurance, but again he's still in the dark. So I feel like at the moment you're very much in the dark. You're not really 100% sure why whatever is happening to you, but a rebirth is assured. So it's definitely, you know, more reassuring that a change is coming, that something is going to happen to get you out of this kind of dark, unknown place that you find yourself in at the moment. So let's get in some more clarification on what is going on. That is just the general vibes, and ooh, we've got cards jumping, but there was too many, so let's try again. Let's just give them a nice shuffle. So this is for group number 2, which I feel is a little lost at the moment. Hey, looky there. And needs some guidance and some support at this time because there's quite a bit going on, which maybe we just need to shed a little bit of light, which I love that you've got the Magician already, because the possibilities are endless. Okay, let's stop there. So we've got, oh, the Chariot. Oh my gosh. Okay, and the Five of Wands. Okay, so as I said, we kind of need a little bit light shedding on this area of your life right now where you're feeling unknown, and you've literally got the Magician, who, to me, I mean, he's holding a candle up. He's literally lighting the whole realm of possibilities. So everything in that card is options, is opportunities. You can literally take any path. So I think this, although maybe emotional, it's taking a great deal from your life just in general. So it could be draining on your finances, it could be plaguing your mind, it's constantly in your thoughts. Excuse me, sorry. And it's basically just kind of interrupting your general day-to-day. Whatever this drama is causing you a lot of issues right now. So the Chariot basically is the balance, I mean, between dark and light. We get that, but it's about moving forward. It's about moving past it. I always see him as kind of like a medic. That might sound a little weird, but he always feels like, when he's like, if he's on the like the battleground, you know, if you can imagine this is the battleground, he's like the what are they called? Red Cross. I think it's just that symbolism that makes me think that, and that might be completely crazy, but I always feel like he's here, like, he will pick you up from the battlefield if you've been injured, and he's gonna fix you up and send you off on your way. He's basically gonna get you out of there. So the Chariot appearing, which, to be honest, if in majority of my reads, I hardly ever see this guy. Like, he just does not show up for me hardly ever. So to see him today, I think I was like, ooh, because I never ever see him. So it's an excellent sign that the Chariot has shown up for you, and it's a major card. So these majors basically mean that there's going to be a major shift. There's a major event or a major change coming into your life. And I mean, we need a little bit of clarity on this, because the Five of Wands obviously is about conflict, but it's also no one's really winning or losing. It's a battle where everyone is kind of equal. So it's like banging your head against a brick wall. You are fighting, and you are explaining, and you are talking, and you are trying to get through to this person or this situation, or, you know, whatever this drama is. You're trying to deal with it, but you're just not getting anywhere. You're just in a constant state of, like, oh my gosh, I can't think of words today. Like, you know, like equal, where you can't push past, whatever that word is. Like, you're just stuck in this kind of suspended animation kind of thing. You know, you're fighting, you're trying, you're not getting anywhere. You're just getting equal restriction back, and it's basically a pointless fight. No one can really win this fight. There's no real winning and losing. It's just energy draining and pointless, basically. And it's not where you need to be, because you need to be moving forward, and you need to be getting out of the dark into the light, and you don't need this headache right now. So we're gonna get some clarification on this. So I feel this is quite a difficult time for you, actually. This is, you know, this isn't a walk in the park. This isn't easy breeze. This is just quite annoying. I don't think maybe it's not about a relationship or anything specific like that. Maybe it's just yourself. You just don't feel right now where you want to be, where you need to be. You know, the world, the ocean is so vast that you're lost in it. The world is so dark that you're lost in it. And you have the powers, you have the capability of basically having whatever you want, but you just don't know in which journey to in which direction, sorry, to go. You have the support, you have the help, you have the Red Cross at hand, but you don't know where to tell them to take you, because you just don't know where's going forward, and you're just going around in circles. And every time you kind of pick a path, you just get the same restraint and the same kind of dead end, no answers, and you just basically repeat that, and that's just where you're at the moment. So we definitely need some clarity for you. I feel like October is just going to be a struggle, and it's just not where you need to be right now in your life. You need happiness. So let's get some clarity. We're gonna go there. Okay. Okay. Five of Pentacles. The Lovers. And the Eight of Swords. Oh my gosh. I'm a little taken back by this. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I think this, yeah, okay. This isn't great. Again, okay, I'm jumping back to this is a relationship now. This is no longer just about you. This is relationships. So yeah, just obviously because the Lovers decided to show up, which again, I never ever really get. I don't get. I think I've had the Lovers like once. I never ever get the Lovers. So, yeah, this is quite a different read for me, to be honest. You're throwing me all kinds of curveballs. But yeah, I think this pretty much relates to what I was saying. So the Five of Pentacles is kind of about rejection, being left out in the cold, kind of not being, basically being let down by someone you love, just kind of feeling rejected. Maybe you've had the cold shoulder of this person. The fact that the Lovers has shown up, and the Lovers literally, I mean, there's no way to sugarcoat it, means the Lovers. It's not, I mean, it can mean family, it can mean friendship, it can mean something that you love, you know, without it having to be a romantic love. It can be, but 9 times out of 10 it's going to be a relationship. So I'm feeling like really kind of sad for you right now without being patronizing, but I genuinely feel like, yeah, you've had your heart broken, or someone's just let you down time and time again, and maybe hasn't even explained why, which is why you're feeling so lost and in the dark. And you're trying to stay positive and you're trying to move forward, but then they keep showing up just to fight you, but not giving you any answers. So you just end up in this like cycle. And I think this is quite a manipulative person who's just kind of is maybe even doing it just because they can, you know. I know that's quite a negative thing to say, but I don't feel like there's really any point to this relationship. I don't think it makes you happy anymore. Maybe it did once over, but right now you're kind of done with it, and you're like, okay, well, you don't want to be with me, that's fine. You don't want to talk to me, that's fine. I will go and live my life. I will go and manifest myself a new love, or, you know, just focus on my career or focus on myself, and I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna get past this. I'm gonna get over this. And then they show up, or they text you, or they ring you, or they, whatever people do these days, and you just end up in that same conflict where you're never moving anywhere. You're just being, like, not controlled, but you're being stunted by them. You're being stopped. Anything that you think, okay, I'm gonna try and move forward, I'm trying to get it on with my life, they're just showing up and wrecking it for you. So they've hurt you. And okay, so the one positive here is the Eight of Swords. Now the Eight of Swords is all about, if you remember the actual Eight of Swords tarot, which I will try and find real quick. I do love the Eight of Swords energy. Whenever it shows up, I'm like, aha, an escape. And I will quickly just explain what I mean, if I can even find the damn thing. Oh my gosh, I bet it's the last card. I bet it is. Oh my gosh. Oh no, it isn't. Okay. I must have skipped past it then. I genuinely thought it was going to be the last card then. I was like, oh, spooky, last card energy, but no, it wasn't. No, it just wasn't. Oh my gosh, where is it? Oh, I'm wasting so much time now. I'm so sorry. I really just wanted to prove this tiny little point, which now is not going to be as exciting as I thought. Oh my gosh, I can't find it. That's so weird. It's so... Okay, there, got it. So this is the Eight of Wands from the normal Rider-Waite Tarot, and I genuinely love this card because look at the scenery behind. It's calm, it's serene, it's exactly where you need to be, on a nice little desert island, all on your own, looking after yourself and not taking anyone's abuse. Now all these dramas are in the way, all these issues are getting in the way of basically your happy little calm, serene, house on the hill, nobody bothering you future. Now, everyone always sees this as movement, but I think because the leaves are growing on the wands, that they have been there for some time and they've been causing you issue for some time. So another perspective of a way to look at the Eight of Wands is as a ladder. So although all these issues are in your way, if they are stagnant and they are strong enough and they are basically blocking your path, you can climb over them. So this is the kind of good energy that I think will definitely come towards the end of October. I think the majority of October, I'm sorry, is just going to be sucky and kind of dark, and you're going to try and things are going to get in your way and it's going to be just annoying to you, but you don't give up, because towards the end of October something is going to happen that is going to give you basically an out. It's going to give you an escape route, an escape path, and the strength to be able to physically climb over and out of the situation that you're in. Now, if you look at the Eight of just realized I pulled the Eight of Wands and not the Eight of Swords. That's weird. Okay, I had in my head the Eight of Swords. Why have I done this? Why did I look so long for it? That's really actually quite strange. Because I even looked at the Nine of Swords and I was like, no, I need the Eight. And that's the Eight of Swords. That's really strange that I pulled the Eight of Wands. Maybe that is a message for you. Eight of Wands energy also. That's really weird. I don't know why I did that. Oh well, okay, let's not dwell. Maybe I'm just stupid. It's possible I'm stupid, it's possible it's a message. You decide for yourself. That is really, really weird. Anyway, so the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is more about feeling trapped, obviously. Now, see, I think these two relate more because I'm looking at this as, although you're trapped, it's obviously a chrysalis. Is that what they're called? I don't know what they're called. A chrysalis. I'm going to call them a chrysalis. For becoming a butterfly. So although you're in this kind of horrible situation, you're trapped, you're tied up, you can't see your thing, you can easily escape. You're tied to a sword. Like, literally, you can cut those ropes easily. If you tried, you can do this. And you can blossom into a beautiful butterfly. You could find, and I love that the magician, he's butterfly energy for me. He's like, new birth, new butterfly, I'm new, I'm magical, I'm beautiful, and I'm gonna do whatever the damn I want because I don't live very long and I'm just gonna get on with it and just have all this kind of magical animal spirit energy. So I love that. But yeah, so I think towards the end of October, basically you're gonna have all these eights now that I've just randomly decided to assign to you, which is just all kinds of weird, but I'm sticking with it. So you'll be able to climb basically out of the drama that is caging you in, that is trapping you, that is fencing you in, that is blinding you, that is binding you, and you'll be able to get to your happy little house on the hill. You'll be able to get to the castle, there's a castle in the background there, and basically you'll just be able to turn into this butterfly. So there is an out, even though you feel trapped and even though you feel that you're just not getting anywhere, you're banging your head, you want to move forward but it's just not happening, you're in the dark, and everything is just so confusing and not happening, and you've been hurt in a lover's sense of the word, a rebirth is assured. It is happening. It is going to come for you. I think a little later in October, at least that is when the pegs will start to fall. That is when the wings will start to twitch, so you're not completely out of it by October, but you're definitely on the right path towards the end. That is the message, that you can start to cut yourself free. You can start to excuse me, you can start to wiggle your fingers, you can start to loosen the ropes, you can start to climb, you can start to emerge. It's not gonna all happen overnight, because you've been on this journey and you need to find a lot of strength to probably to get to where you need to be in your own strength, because this is horrible. Nobody likes heartbreak. No one likes bad relationships and just hurt. That's awful. But definitely a brighter future is coming for you. Just hang in there. We're gonna get the Work Your Light Oracle, just try and get some messages, just some guidance on the whole thing, really. Let's just see. That's really weird. I freaked myself out that I pulled the 8 of Wands, because I looked at the 9 of Swords and I was like, no, I need a wand. That's really weird. Okay, I'm not gonna dwell. And look, the candle's still going. That went out. I swear to God, that went out. That's really weird. He's still trying. He's not giving up. He is not giving up. It went out in the other reading. That's why I got the blue one. That's why it's changed. Because he went out, but he's not giving up. He's still burning. And I think that's a message for you guys. Don't give up. Okay. The light. The light messages. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Okay, so the crumbling. What are you clinging onto? What is this? It does not serve you. You do not need this headache. You don't need this drama. You don't need this misery all the time, being kept in the dark and confused and, I want to say used or just hurt or just, it's just negative. And maybe the fact that you're hanging in there is because you basically you don't want to be on your own, and who does? Being on your own sucks, I get it, but you really want to be in this instead. You know what I mean? Like, come on, you are a goddamn beautiful butterfly. You have the strength to overcome this. You can cut yourself free. Why would you want to stay with this? Okay, there might be other ties. I felt family then. Maybe, you're just so integrated that you feel like it would be more difficult to break up, but literally you need to cut yourself out of this, like literally physically cut yourself, like cut ties, get out. Just, I think a good advice for relationships like this are go 30 days or go 10 days, without any contact. No contact whatsoever. Just make a mutual agreement. You don't have to make this about breaking up or negativity or whatever, or cause a drama or cause a fight. Just basically say, look, for 10 days I'm changing my phone contract, so I'm not going to be able to contact you, or I'm going to visit my great aunt, so please don't ring me because she's not well and I just need to spend time with her, or whatever reason you can kind of find to just have 10 days without that toxicity, without excuse me, without that negativity in your life. Just spend 10 days apart. I even like 8 days. Do 8 days. Eight's forever. I love the 8s. Do 8 days. Just take that time, and you know what, I think that little bit of freedom, that little bit of stability, that little bit of mental clarity will do you so much good that you'll be like, what am I doing, actually? You know what I mean? Those 8 days have been the best, most clear, most perfect days. Why am I even going back? And I think that will be the shift. When you're in it, it's really, really hard. When you're in that fight, when you're in that struggle, it's really, really hard to see a way out because you're at loggerheads. You're literally, you know, stopping each other. You're you're fighting a brick wall and you can't win against the brick wall. You'll just keep being stopped by it. So if you take a time to turn around and walk the other way and just ignore the wall, you'll find another way around it. I know that's a rubbish analogy, but that's the best I can come up with because I'm not very well. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you another light. Okay, see, oh my god, it's so beautiful. So inner temple, so devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Basically, this card is all about your, what's the common phrase? Your body is a temple. You need to look after yourself. Basically, bottom line, that's all it is. You need to look after yourself. What are you doing? Why are you putting yourself through all this drama, all this negativity, all this heartache, all this, you know, I'm actually getting a little bit upset for you because it's so frustrating being in this situation where you can't see an out, where you can't escape, and you're just trapped and you're just going round and round. And this might not be a relationship. I know that's quite specific. It's only purely the lovers, but it could be something that you love. So it could be work, it could be family, it could be you know, a project that you're just in love with, you're enjoying doing so much, but you're just not getting anywhere with it. And I think this is purely about the time to just walk away, look after yourself, take this time out, overcome, just get to your happy place, become that butterfly, just become who you need to be. And then the rest of this, it won't even be an issue. It won't even, you know, like bother you. Not that it won't bother you, that's stupid, but it won't have as much control over you. You'll be able to have the strength to fight against it, or not even fight against it, maybe just walk away from it, just ignore it, just move on. Just card just oh, okay, that card just flipped, so I'm just gonna show you. No. What more message do you need? The no message. All this? No, you don't need this. No. If you had a question, if you were thinking, should I stay in this relationship? Should I continue on this path? Should I carry on with this job? Should I carry on with this? No. No. It's not serving you. It's not doing you any good. It's hurting you. You need to find yourself. You need to move away. You need to take time. You need to overcome. You need to become the butterfly that you are. Look after yourself. Okay? Please. Thank you. If you could leave me any feedback, that'd be great. I'm still learning. This is really early in my journey too. I'd really appreciate any feedback. But thank you so much for listening, and I really genuinely wish you the best of luck. Okay, alright. So we're on to group number 3. My incense is burning now, which is really sad. And my candles finally got out. I need a new candle. But we've got the blue one to deal with. I'm just gonna stick this. Is that acceptable? That's acceptable. Okay, so this is group number 3. Dream the world into being and the miracles are endless. Oh my gosh, that is so positive. That's a happy little start. I love that. And this stone is earth healing, so already very earthy. I love all the floral, the earth creatures. I'm loving it. I feel you're very connected to nature, or if you're not, you need to be. Get yourself into nature because you will feel at home and it will just raise your energy. So, I mean, this is just a beautiful way to start. I'm not getting any immediate vibes of really where this is headed. I think it's just basically, you can have whatever you want. This is, you know, anything's possible. Basically, you can dream it. I think you're a very spiritual person. You're very magical. I'm getting magical more than spiritual, perhaps. So spiritual, obviously, is more of a journey, more of connected to energies and guides, and obviously there's loads of spirituality, but it's definitely a lot different to magical, where I feel like you definitely have powers that maybe you've just kind of realized. I'm not talking like shooting fire out the end of your finger or anything kind of crazy, but you know, the power to kind of manifest, or the power to heal, the power to maybe you have some kind of clairvoyance or clairsentience. Maybe you are able to hear things, get messages, you're able to, you know, see things, and you're just kind of starting to open, you know, your third eye chakra, so you're seeing a lot of kind of more magical things. So that's what I'm kind of vibing, is we're going down a magical route. I think this is a little bit magical, but let's get some other cards. Let's get some clarification on this, because that's, I mean, not necessarily true. That's the vibe I'm getting. Okay, so we're gonna do Rider-Waite Tarot first. Okay. Ooh, one just flew out. Nice. I love when cards flip out. Queen of Swords, lovely. Oh, there's a guy across the road in the window watching me go away. I'm sitting in the window because natural light. Stop bullying me, silly man. Okay, so Queen of Swords, and we have Four of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Nice. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this definitely, I feel like, is a magical card. It's about finding your wands. Literally, you could take as meaning wands as in the Harry Potter sense of the word wands, that basically they are objects of magical, I don't know what the word is it divinity? Is that the word? You know what I mean. So basically they're magical objects. So I think, okay, so starting with the Queen of Swords, I think that you maybe had somewhat of a turbulent life, possibly, and, you know, I think for this to show up, it means that there has been a change somewhat in your life. And I think recently, possibly coming up to October, or maybe just started recently, is that you found your inner calm. You're not as rock and roll lifestyle. Maybe it's just about growing up. No offense, but everyone has to do it, I suppose, at some point, or most people do, should I say. But I think you've definitely found kind of like a calmness of thoughts. You found a way to calm your head and not let everything stress you out, and just be more centered and be more just loving. It's possible that you've had a family. Now, I definitely don't really like talking too much about families, because, you know, sometimes it can be quite an emotional issue for someone, so I am sorry if that, you know, is stepping on any kind of emotions. That's not my intention. But I think the fact that, you know, miracles and dreams and becoming the Queen of Swords, so I think that it's potentially that you've had a family fairly recently, and you've now found your kind of place in the world. You found your feminine energy. You've found your kind of motherly figure. Now, it doesn't have to mean that you've just had children. It does not have to mean that, but it could mean that you've found that energy. So you've found the motherly energy, so you're looking after yourself better, or you're treating yourself better. You found your feminine strength that you needed. Maybe your life was always kind of controlled by men in the past, and you've finally gone, you know what, I'll just be on my own, absolutely fine, I've got this. You can still go out, you could date, you can, you know, have the romance element with the men, but you don't need them to look after you anymore. Or, you know, you're more than capable of looking after yourself, supporting yourself. You're a strong, independent woman, you know what I mean? You don't need this this headache. Let's be fair, men are headaches. No offense. If you're a man, maybe you've just found your feminine energy. So maybe you have just found that more motherly caregiving, where before you were selfish or arrogant or just purely looked after yourself. Maybe now you're like, actually, I'm gonna literally caregive. I'm gonna give care to others. I'm gonna look after others. And I think that's what that card is about. Also, this I always find is a stability card. So again, that you found stability. I feel like maybe you did have this kind of rock and roll lifestyle, a kind of turbulent past, where you maybe traveled a lot. I feel like you weren't really stable in one place. You maybe moved house a lot, or moved traveled a lot in your kind of youth, or if that hasn't happened yet, that could mean that is about to happen for you in October. That you're basically gonna settle. You're gonna, but not like, oh, I have to settle down, like I'm not ready, I'm too young, you're gonna be happy to settle and to just find stability and the joy in basically being at home, around the comforts of your family. It's like home comforts, creature comforts, whatever you want to call them, but you're just happy to be there. You're happy to have your feet on the ground, and it is a celebration. It really is a celebration. It could actually come out in a party, so there could be a party for you in October, where you get all your friends and family. It's possible that you bought a new house. That just kind of came to me, that you've taken control of your kind of lifestyle. You kind of matured, and it's possible that you've recently, you don't even have to have bought a house, but you've at least got a home now. You have settled, and you have literal four walls around you where you can feel safe. And it's very likely that you will, if this is a new adventure to you, throw a party. If it isn't, still throw a party. I think a party would be a good idea for you. Have a party, basically, is what I'm saying, and get all your friends around and just invite everyone, and just, I think, even show off that what you've accomplished from what they kind of know of you from your past, to what you have now, and everyone will just be like, yes, well done, miracle. Oh my god, what a miracle that you kind of sorted yourself out, David, well done. You know what I mean? That kind of energy that they're like, wow. And you could just be arrogant and boast and be like, yeah, hell yeah, look at me go. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely enjoy it. The Ace of Wands, I think, takes us back to the magical. So this, again, could happen later in October, maybe after your party. Get your enjoyment out of the way. Oh my god, just enjoy yourself. It's absolutely fine. But I definitely think that there's a magical element to you. So if you are kind of noticing that you have these gifts or weird things keep happening to you, it's possible that if you've moved into your new house, that you're kind of feeling a little bit of presence. Maybe there's, you're kind of feeling a little, what's that stupid film? Paranormal activity. Like there's things going on that you're not 100% sure of what's happening. But it's a gift. It's nothing to be scared of. It's just, it's just time for you to kind of realize that you have this available, and it'll be fine. It's not a scary thing. It's not it's not a bad omen. It's a happy existence, and it's just something. It's a different dimension that you can have in your life. It's just something extra. So, whatever you've learned up to this point, just use that knowledge and just generally don't be scared of it. Like you've got this. I'm just gonna pull some more cards. I've been talking for like an hour now. And I really know. Okay. I'm gonna pull some more cards. So this is the wild unknown. I'm loving the wild unknown. Yeah. So we're gonna stop there. Okay, so we got the Five of Wands. Ooh, the Father of Wands. Nice. And you've got the Six of Wands. So you are surrounded by wands. Did you see how many wands you got? So you're gonna hella lot of wands. Okay, so I mean, wands definitely to me mean magical, spiritual energy. That is what wands they kind of mean to me. And I feel like maybe you're fighting against this. Maybe you're just not happy with having these powers or having this route. You're really just not interested. You've never been super into magic. You've maybe just recently found it, and that is why. I mean, there must be some element of you that's at least curious, otherwise you would not be on this video watching me rabbit on about how magical you are. So there's got to be some deep down there, but I really feel like you're fighting against it, and that maybe you're just not accepting of it. Or maybe genuinely, I think when I said that you moved into this new house and you're, you know, feeling this kind of sixth sense of literal ghosts or spirits or whatever you're going through, that maybe it is a little bit of a scary time, and you're kind of fighting with yourself against it, you know, saying it's not real, or, you know, there's kind of a spooky element to it, which I like. It's October, it's Halloween, so it's all very well timed. So maybe this is going to happen to you. Oh my gosh, maybe this is going to happen to you. So let's look at the story here. So you've had a turbulent past. You've found your feet. You've found your stability. You've got yourself a home. You're having a party. Now, at the end of the month, on Halloween perhaps, this is more the magic comes into play. So I think definitely on Halloween, maybe a word of warning first is just to kind of be careful what you do. Let's not go raising any spirits. Let's not do any seances or anything a little bit too spooky that may actually, you know, genuinely scare you. But I think Halloween is always a good time to delve into the unknown, the supernatural, and the spiritual, magical, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, don't fight against it. Don't do anything that's maybe too dangerous. Don't full out, you know, start a war with like the underworld or anything ridiculous. Just be strong, be confident. You have, I mean, the Father of Wands literally is saying you are the king of magic. You know what I mean? You have this power. You definitely have a gift. I'm slightly fearful of the Six of Wands because this is about a journey away from it. So I feel like if you overdo it or cause this fight, even though you have the power, it might scare you away, and you might then change path going forward. You'll definitely start the path, and I definitely feel it will be towards the end of the month, towards this Halloween-y kind of spooky dooky time. Yeah, it's all about balance. Like, let's not fight it, let's not run away from it, let's just take control of it, and let's do it sensibly, and let's just really explore what possibilities there are, what, you know, skills you have, what is your magic, what are you capable of. If you want to do I mean, I don't recommend it in any way, shape, or form, but, you know, people do these things and whatever. But if you're going to do things like Ouija boards, just be super careful. Just protect yourself. Read about it properly. Don't go diving into stupid things, you know what I mean? Because there is a lot of evil out there. There is a lot of negative energies, and I think that you will definitely, like, the lightning is striking the pole on this card, you will definitely be like, whatever the word is, yeah, a conduit, you're conductive, whatever. Excuse me. Basically energies will be drawn to you. You have that magic about you. So I think whatever you do mess with, just be careful, just protect yourself, don't go stupid. Maybe get into tarot, maybe do some tarot readings, rather than, you know, anything more supernatural and anything more silly. You can just test out your intuition, or, you know, maybe just take it slow, just get some crystals, just raise your energy, do a bit of meditation, maybe go to yoga, like, you know what I mean? There's lots of things that you can do that are more magical and spiritual than actually literally, you know, contacting the dead or playing with ghosts and things like that. You don't have to go down such a negative route, because I really don't think that will serve you doing that. I think you need to get away from the negativity. You need to get away from the fight, because you have it in you. You have the magic within you. Butterfly is super magical. You have the ability. You're a conduit for magic. Anything is possible. Dream the world. So you can manifest. So maybe you do a manifest. So, you know, look it up. There's different full moon spells. So I was just adding up numbers then, which don't really add up. But, you know, there's a full moon coming up on the 13th of October, I believe. So you could look into manifesting, because I think manifesting will do really well for you, especially in your new home. You can look at stability and really just being confident in your new home and making it a place where you can basically just live your most magical life. I'm gonna get some more cards for you. Okay, so, and you knew the work your light tarot. We'll just get, these are basically, this is actually interesting for this reading because they're very spiritual messages. They're very spirit orientated. So if you are magical on a spiritual journey, oh, one fell out. Star Mother. Interesting. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? Now, I said about this kind of feminine mother energy. So again, it could be about a family, you know, going back to the family. You're a star mother. So you have this energy of manifesting and being magical, and maybe it's about manifesting for your family, for your children, for yourself. You've got this new home. Maybe you don't have an awful lot of possessions in there at the moment, but you can make it such a beautiful place. You can make it such a stable, happy place. And maybe this isn't a party in the kind of frat way that I was thinking, but possibly more, you know, inviting your family and friends around to help you paint, decorate, maybe you know, take you to like auctions to get some furniture, or, you know, charities, things like that, things that can help you just get set up, get going. And I mean, you're still capable of anything. Your manifesting skills are second to none. So new moon, definitely, because full moon, because full moon energy is just the highest that you can get. So you can literally, you know, use that energy. You are a conduit of energy. Use it. You manifest whatever it is you need. If it's like you don't have any pentacles, I've noticed, so you don't, maybe financially isn't the best at the moment, but you're definitely capable of supporting yourself and supporting your home and getting whatever you want. So if it is finances, literally just ask for it. Like, look up. Okay, one's fell out. You're already doing it. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So basically what this card is saying, you're already on the right path. You've already laid the groundwork. You've already done the foundations. You've already done the difficult part. You are looking after yourself. You're looking after your family. You're in charge already. You know, you may have some more obstacles to overcome, but ultimately you will emerge from this victorious. You know, victorious is definitely a word that's coming to my head. So it has kind of been a battle, perhaps, with getting this house, or getting, you know, possibly away from a partner or something like that. You are victorious in this. You have created this life. You have created this own stability. You've created this your own universe, and you know, the miracles are endless. Dream the world into being. You have the power to basically manifest whatever it is you need. Whatever you need, ask. Just ask, because you will receive it. You have that power to do that. And not everyone does, so be grateful for it, you know? And it's all about just being aware, maybe doing some research, maybe doing some meditation, some yoga, like I said, just taking a little bit of time out for you, just looking after yourself. But essentially you're on the right path, you're doing everything perfect. We couldn't ask you for any more than what you're already doing, and everyone is so proud of you, and they're so willing to help and ready to help. If you need that help, ask. I guarantee everyone will be there. The people will surprise you at how much they will all come out of the woodwork to literally come and help you. Don't struggle on this alone. You've got to the point all on your own. You've done this strength, you've done the hard part, like I said. So now if you need a little bit of support, or you need help from other people, don't be embarrassed, don't be shy about it. Literally ask everyone, because everyone is ready to help you, to make your life, potentially for yourself, for your future family, for your your family that you already have. Everyone is just one phone call away, one text away. So get your phone out, start making these calls, and apart from that, ask the universe. The universe is your friend. He loves you. You're the king of magic. You've got this. Literally anything you need, you can manifest. Just believe in yourself, believe in the universe, and it's all about positive mental attitude. You just be grateful, just be positive, and it'll all make sense, I promise. Thank you so much for listening to me. If you could leave me any feedback, that would be amazing. I'm still new to this. It's still a new journey for me. So any feedback, positive or negative, I really appreciate. Excuse me. But thank you so much for listening. It truly has been a pleasure to do this. I really enjoyed it, and I will do more. So yeah, thank you. Farewell.